Well, good day to all of our awesome internet friends, family, and following, and particularly those of you that are in NetQube or you are evaluating NetQube at this time. What we're going to have here is the type of training that you'll come to become accustomed to through NetQube's financial research pod. I am the developer of a system called Digi Millionaires. And as we're doing this recording, we are in the integration process of integrating Digi Millionaires as one of the offers inside of NetQube, and more specifically NetQube's financial research pod. Now, I want you to be mindful of this. Now, those of you that are interested in the cryptocurrency space, you definitely want to pay attention to this training. We're going to do a case study in this particular training with one of the core trading strategies that we teach our Digi Millionaire members. With this particular strategy, with this particular asset, one could have potentially, maybe perhaps, all of my disclosures and disclaimers, could have doubled their investment in this particular asset in 90 days. And that's without you sending your hard-earned Digi assets to some third party, hoping and praying that they will pay you the way they say they will. Most of those systems are a bunch of scams. This is with you having 100% ownership, 100% control of your account. So be mindful as you go through this training that this is the type of training that we're developing here at Digi Millionaires, so that you will be able to share this type of messaging with your audience to get them to become Digi Millionaire members, and obviously that will assist you in developing cubes and or getting people to even align with you in NetQube. There's going to be a lot of folks, we believe, that are going to take to the message that we have at Digi Millionaires, and as a result, they'll want to become a Digi Millionaire member. All right, that's going to impact you with the NetQube model, and then they'll want to become a NetQube member as well, which obviously could impact you. All right, so let's get ready for the training, and let's get you to Digi, my gosh, millionaire status. Well, good day to all of our awesome internet friends, family, and following. If you are new to our training, we like to start all of our training off with something that's nice and picturesque, designed to get you to take those dreams off the shelf. For far too many of us, dreams have been collecting dust, and so it's now to take those dreams off the shelf and blow off the dust. So we're in a beautiful estate, a mansion type of estate here, so go on and enjoy that. Listen, we're going to do a very important case study today with one of the trading strategies that we teach our Digi Millionaire audience. This particular case study that we're going to do, had you known about these signals and had you employed these signals, you could have doubled your asset base, at least, in this particular asset. You could have doubled it in about 90 days. So let's go to work here. Hopefully you've enjoyed your quick mental vacation break. Now remember that our objective, and maybe this is your first training that you're seeing, maybe this is in a series of trainings that you have been seeing. Our objective is to reveal to you a believable path to you becoming a Bitcoin. We actually refer to this entire space as Digi, short for digital assets or digital currency. So our objective is to show you a believable path, no hype, no rah-rah stuff, real numbers, because numbers never lie. Reveal to you a believable path to you becoming a Digi Millionaire in as little as 3 to 5 years. And I don't care what your current financial situation is, whether you just have a few dollars to get started with this space, or whether you're sitting on a decent amount of resources, okay? 3 to 5 years is our game plan. Now, make sure you clear off all distractions and watch this particular training. Okay, let's go to work. All right, so our case study is going to be on an asset called OMIS Go, or OMG. And it's likely, if you are newer to this space, that this is an asset perhaps you're not even familiar with. Most of us have heard of Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum, but there's over 1,600 Digi assets out there on just one site called coinmarketcap.com, and that not every Digi asset is on coinmarketcap.com. Now, I want to share this because we have a trading system. You are in full control of your account. You're not sending money other than, trading with an exchange, which would be akin to like a broker account in the stock market. In the Digi space, we refer to these as exchanges. All right, but we're not talking about you using bots. We're not talking about you sending your money to a third party. We're talking about you having 100% complete control and ownership of your account. Now, we've been trading in some form or fashion since 1999. We started in stock options. 2003, we went to the Forex. We've done binary options. And now our overwhelming majority of our trading, probably 90%, we still do some stock options trades. We still do some Forex trading, but for the most part, it's in this Digi space. Now, there are 3 core strategies that we teach our audience, our Digi millionaires. And one of them is a portfolio building strategy. This is our core strategy. This is the main strategy that we use to help get you to Digi millionaire status. This is where we are building positions within certain assets that we want in our longer term portfolio. And OmiSco, OMG, is one such asset. We also have what we call our steel curtain strategy. Now, here's the thing in this space that, people in this space that maybe have a trading system, a trading platform, they've got trading bots. For the most part, they talk about what happens when the market goes up. But the reality is the market doesn't always go up. Okay, the market is very volatile. This marketplace is more volatile than any marketplace we've ever seen, in that we can generate massive profits, but also we can see the market go well against our position. So we want to be defensive. Now, I call this our steel curtain strategy because I'm a big NFL football fan and I am a lifelong Steelers fan. And they often say in sports that it's defense that wins championships. So with our steel curtain strategy, our focal point there is to defend our position, defend our portfolios from massive downdrafts or getting absolutely creamed. And it was this steel curtain strategy that actually gave birth to what we're going to talk about today with OmiSco, our trend trading strategy, or our TTS. Our steel curtain strategy was built around Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so what happens there is we call buy and sell signals. Now, what does that mean? When we believe the market is going down, and we have about $1,400 a month that we invest in our business and various tools, resources, subscriptions, and things of that nature that help us in calling buy and sell signals, along with our doing some charting. You never have to do all that kind of stuff. All right. So if you want to duplicate what we're doing, you could either go out and invest about $1,400 a month in the same tools and resources that we're using, or you can simply copycat what we're doing. And I think you would prefer the latter because it's not anything close to $1,400 a month. All right. So in our steel curtain strategy, the idea is, if from all of our resources and tools we believe the market is going down, we're going to move over to cash or a cash equivalent. We'll sell our Bitcoin, we'll sell our Ethereum, and we'll move over to cash. And we will wait out the storm or the hurricane, the market getting slammed. And then when we have a new buy signal, we're going to re-enter the market. And if we had a successful sell signal and a successful buy, meaning we sold higher than what we come back and buy, then we're able to increase our position in that asset without necessarily adding new money to our account. All right, so the steel curtain strategy gave birth to the trend trading strategy, where we took that concept and we expanded it not just for Bitcoin and Ethereum. As I'm doing this recording, as I'm doing this training, we've included 10 additional assets. Okay, so with that being said, do remember this, by the way. With our system, Digi Millionaires, you never have to look at charts. All right. Again, we've been trading since 1999. Let us do that kind of stuff. You're not day trading. All right. So you're not going to have to rush to see what's going on in the markets or what have you. You're not going to have to be looking at the markets all day, every day. All right. Now, there might be some trades that we get in that we're out in that day. Our PBS trades, sometimes that happens. But you're not day trading. You can simply decide to copy our trades. Anytime we post a trade, that is a trade that we are undertaking in our account. Either we've already been filled and we've told you, filled meaning that our order's been executed, and we told you at what price we got in. We'll give you a buy up to price, meaning if you decide to get into this transaction, if you can get in at a better price than we did, great. If not, we wouldn't pay any more than, okay, or buy up to price. And you're free to copycat those trades. All right. You're free to copycat those trades. And then keep in mind, you maintain 100% control and ownership of your account. Okay. Let's go to work on this case study with OmiSco. Now you can see just how volatile the markets can be. Now, OmiSco is a great asset. We want to have this in our longer term portfolio. We will issue some trades as it relates to our PBS, our portfolio building strategy. Now, that's not what today's training is about. Today's training is about our TTS. Okay. Now, why do we want OmiSco for our longer term portfolio? Well, as I'm doing this recording, she's not been in the marketplace yet a year, and yet she's one of the top 20 assets in this entire space. A lot of money has poured into OmiSco. When she first debuted on CoinMarketCap, she debuted at 53 cents. And as I'm doing this recording, she's over $16. That represents close to a $2,900% return. Had you known about OmiSco, had you started trading her when she started trading on CoinMarketCap at 53 cents, and if you had just held on to it, you'd be up 2,900 times your money. 2,900%, which is 29 times your money. $100 would be worth $2,900 as an example. $1,000 would be worth $29,000 as an example. Okay. Now, with that being said, there is a case for holding on to this asset, and which is why we utilize our portfolio building strategy. But if that's all we did was taught people to buy and hold, or even to use our PBS, you would get a lot of queasiness. Look here how the market goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, and then it looks like it's starting to go down again. Okay, so what we want to do with our TTS is we want to ride the trends. In trading, they often refer to this as the trend is your friend. The other thing that we want to do is we want to get out of the way when it appears the market could be going down. Let's move over to the sidelines. Let the market do what the market does. And if it goes down, what we're able to do is to defend our account position. Meaning if we're out of the market, we're sitting in cash or cash equivalent, when the market is going down, is not causing us any financial pain. As a matter of fact, when the market goes down, if we're out of the market, we want it to go way down. Burn, baby, burn. Go to Hades. Okay? All right, so now let's take a look at OmiSco here. All right, so with our TTS, all right, we started back testing our TTS, and now we're forward testing. Forward testing meaning, we took some time to fine tune the strategy before we started to share it with our audience. So now, by the time you see this, we are calling TTS signals. So those of you that are Digi Millionaires can take advantage of these signals. All right, so here was a buy signal that came in on February the 7th at $11.70. So the way this works is we would post this in our Digi Millionaires back office. and we would send out a message. This could be by email. This could be by text. Hey, go back. We just issued a new TTS signal, as an example. You would go back and then you would read up on the particular signal that we have just released. So we would have said, hey, we just bought in at $11.70. Okay, if you can get in better than that, at the same price or better, great. If not, we don't want to see you pay any more than. All right, and of course, your big boys and big girls will have all of our disclosures and disclaimers. You can do whatever it is you want to do with that information. All right, so 1170, and then we got a sell signal right here. Okay, so we're going to ride the trend. Now, with our PBS trades, our portfolio building strategy, we will have defined buy prices and defined sell prices. Let's buy at 10, let's sell at 11. Let's buy at 10, let's sell at 12. Okay? With our trend trading strategy, TTS, we let the market dictate when to get in and when to get out. All right? So in this case, the market started to go south. We had a nice little run up. Market started to go south. Sell signal said, let's get out of Dodge. So we got out of Dodge February 18th at 1680. And that represented, for that 11-day period, a 43.59% return. Now, not every trade's going to be successful like that. Not every trade's going to generate that type of profit. All right, not every trade's going to be an 11-day trade. Some days, some trades will be shorter, some trades will be longer. We actually prefer the longer ones because typically the longer the trade, it means the trend is still going in our direction. Typically, the greater the returns are going to be. Now, we're not going to win on all of these. All right, the markets are volatile. Sometimes we're going to get a buy signal. All right, and before the market has gone our way, the market goes against us. All right, and that happened right here. All right, we got a new buy signal on March the 20th. So I want you to think this through, and I want you to see something real quickly. So we get the sell signal on February the 18th, and the market actually went up not long after our sell signal, and then boom, it rejected hard. All right, and it came all the way down from the 20s all the way down into the $7, $8 range. All right, so we were out of the market as it relates to this asset. We were out of this asset with this strategy. Now, we may have still been in the asset with our portfolio building strategy, which is more of a longer term strategy. But as it relates to this strategy, this TTS, we would have missed this carnage. We would have missed this carnage. Okay? All right, so new buy signal comes in on March the 20th at $12.30. However, the market goes against us. We get a new sell signal. Now, listen. When you're talking about utilizing a strategy like this, you have to be willing to take losses. Remember, this was born from our steel curtain strategy, our defensive strategy, where we want to defend our account. And it may mean that, and it's going to mean at times, that we're going to get into a trade, the trade's going to go against us, we're going to get a sell signal, and then we're just going to get out even if we take a loss. In this case, we would have taken a loss. All right, March 26th, a sell signal would have been generated at $9.68. All right, so let's assume you got in roughly at the 12.30, you got out roughly at 9.68. We would have taken a loss on that particular trade, 21.3%. And we'll show you what that means in real dollars and cents in just a few moments. All right, got a new buy signal right here on April the 3rd at $9.40. Remember, we want to ride the trend as long as the trend is going in our direction. And then when the trend starts to fade and it goes the other way, we'll get an opposite signal. So we got the buy signal on April the 3rd. And the market, you can see here, the market went up and it went up and it went up. And then finally, we started to see some exhaustion. And then finally, we got a sell signal. Now, what do we do with that sell signal? We sell and we move over to cash or a cash equivalent. All right, so that sell signal came in on May the 6th at $16.69. So from the buy on April the 3rd to the sell on May the 6th, all right, so what are we talking about, a month and 3 days later, that buy sell signal generated a 77.55% return. So the longer we're in the trade, typically, the larger the longer the trend is, and typically the larger our return will be. All right, so now let me show you what this could have maybe perhaps meant for you with this one asset. Okay, now keep in mind we actually want this particular asset in our longer term portfolio, so we'll also have some PBS portfolio building trades on OmiSco. All right, so on let's say we were trading $1,000 to start in this one asset. Now, obviously, if you just had a $1,000 account, you wouldn't put the full $1,000. We'll give you our formula as you come into our system. But we're going to trade this strategy right now as I'm speaking on 12 different assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum are 2 of those. OmiSco is a 3rd of those, and Neo, Litecoin, Dash. There's a few others. Okay. So $1,000. So let's put this in our memory here. All right, so now on the first buy-sell TTS transaction, that generated a 43.59% return. So let's say that we had put $1,000 in this one trade, and this $1,000 generated 43.59%, and that's represented by 0.4359. So we would have made, in this example, $435.90 in that 11-day time frame. You'd be in and out with your profits. All right, so let's go on and add that to the $1,000 you had. Now, let's say that the next time we had a buy signal on OmiSco, that you took the 1,000 plus your profit. So this is a way for you to compound your own account, if you will. Okay. Whoops. All right, so now you had $1,435.90 to go into the next trade. Well, the next trade, unfortunately, we took a loss. That's going to happen, a 21.3%. So let's see what that could have meant for our account. All right, so we represent that by 20.213. All right, so we would have lost $305.84 on that particular trade. We're not going to win on every trade. Okay, I'm going to put that in my memory and subtract it. All right, so now what would have happened after those first 2 trades? $1,000 would be worth $1,130. All right, now we get another buy signal, and let's say we took the $1,130 to go into that buy signal. All right, and that buy signal was at 9:40 on April the 3rd, and then we got out on May the 6th at 77.55%. All right, so now we take the $1,130. All right, times 0.7755, representing 77.55%. All right, on that trade, our 1,100 would have made 876. So I'm going to add that to the 1,100 we had, and look at this. All right, look at this. In just 3 trades, one was a winner, one was a loser, then we had a second winner. So we only were right 2 out of 3 times. We weren't right. We're not going to be right 100% of the time. Okay. And yet our $1,000 with this compounding effect would have been at $2,006 in this one asset. And keep in mind with TTS, we call trades on 12 assets. This is one of the 12. Now, I don't know when you're seeing this. You might be seeing this soon after we cut this video. You might be seeing this months later. It's the concept that I want you to get. Okay. The fact is that had we just been buy and hold type of investors, okay, we would have bought. Let's go to the next slide, and we're just about finished here. All right, we would have bought at 1170. Okay, and as I'm doing this recording, it's at 1669. And so if we do the math on that, that would have been okay. Let's do the math on that. All right. Let's put this in my memory here. All right, so if we we're still holding on to it at $16.69, but we originally bought it for $11.70, we'd be up $4.99 on our $11.70 investment. We'd be up, move our decimal 2 places to the right, we'd be up 42% if we were just buying and holding, and we bought it when we got a buy signal, and we just held on to it through the queasiness. So what we want to do, however, is we want to prevent this kind of action right here. All right, where you saw your value go from about $20 for Omisco all the way down to $8. That'll give you some queasiness. All right. So if we just did the buy and hold, we'd be up about 42% as I'm doing this recording. But if we employ TTS, so on $1,000, all right, so on $1,000, you'd be talking about $426 in profit. All right, so you'd be talking about a account value of $1,426, buy and hold. But buy, sell, get out of the way, let the market go down, and not be impacted if the market does go down. Buy back again, sell when we get another sell signal, buy again, sell when we get another sell signal. In this example, you would have had a $2,000 account. 1,000 going to 2,000. And again, we're assuming, you know, $1,000 for the trade. Please don't go and trade everything in one trade. We've got multiple strategies, and then we've got multiple assets that will trade within those strategies. So there's no reason to put all of your eggs in one basket. Okay? All right, so listen, there is going to be a quick announcement. Pay attention to the quick announcement. We'll see you on our next training. Let's get you to Digi, my gosh. Millionaire status. Well, friends, we trust that you enjoyed today's training. And once again, today's training was coming from Digi Millionaires. That will be a part, by the time you see this, it may already be a part of NetQube's financial research pod. As we're doing this recording, we're going through the integration process. Here's what I want you to get from Digi Millionaires and from NetQube's financial research pod. What you just saw is the type of ongoing training that we're going to provide for Digi Millionaires, as well as some of the other key offers that will be made available in NetQube's financial research pod. So I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine being able to take content like what you just had, and that content, that page or what have you, the training is coded to you, so that when someone sees the content, they view the content and they get value, that there's a call to action for them to pick up, let's say, Digi Millionaires through your link. All right, and that obviously would help create some cube activity for you. Or even better, there's a call to action for them to join you in NetQube, and things are embedded so that they join you in NetQube. Maybe there's a two-step call to action. Hey, join NetQube and join Digi Millionaires. In which case, they join through your NetQube link, or they join through your Digi Millionaire link. Either one of those impacting your bottom line. This is the type of things that we're going to do from a Digi Millionaire perspective, as well as we've been asked by Dan, the owner, to vet some of the other offers. It won't necessarily be all of them, but vet some of the other offers that come through NetQube's financial research pod. And those offers that we vet, one of the things that we'll do is we'll also create content for those offers. So even if you are not a Digi Millionaire member, or you're not a part of some of the other NetQube financial research pod offers, remember, with the NetQube model, you, as long as you are a NetQuber yourself, you don't necessarily have to be a part of Digi Millionaires or some of the other offers that will be in the financial research pod for you to be able to generate revenue as others utilize those services. Maybe just from a customer standpoint, maybe they never join you in NetQube and they just become a Digi Millionaire member, and that creates cube activity for you. Or maybe they join you in NetQube because of the messaging, all right? or maybe they join your NetQube and they utilize Digi Millionaires or some other service or what have you, in which case, again, that could generate Cube activity that you override. All right, so here's what I want you to do. As I'm doing this particular recording, the integration of Digi Millionaires is not yet complete within NetQube. So wherever you're seeing this, if you're seeing this on YouTube, like the channel, leave some sterling comments, and make sure you're following NetQube very closely so you will know when Digi Millionaires has been integrated. We love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. And let's get you to Digi. My gosh, millionaire status.